This is Bold New Truths for excess body fat freedom, weight loss, and overfat prevention in 3 parts. Welcome, my fellow thoughtful and caring adult, to Part 1. I am Dr. Richard Terry Lovelace. In the U.S., excess body fat accounts for 18% of all deaths. And so love for children and wanting to further enable you to protect them far more than courage fuel my need to be the very first to tell you this very bold truth. An always young, parent-like part of the human personality makes adults chronically or repeatedly unhealthy or less healthy from weighing too much. Highly regarded transactional analysis traditionally calls that part of us the parent ego state. And weight loss diets are not popular because they work. They don't. Diets fail to give us better than only partial or short-lived relief. They are popular because saying diets are effective is a politically correct lie that our young and so understandably gullible parent-like ego state accepts as true. It honestly but mistakenly believes they are the way to help lose the unhealthy body fat that previously it got us to find. 40 years of helping 10,000 adults, workbooks I wrote for them, many thousands of hours I spent studying and analyzing, nearly 50 years in psychotherapy, private practice, and my personal experience convinced me. And I promise you, the root cause of our hard to lose and then keep off unhealthy body fat is an exceedingly dangerous and deadly group of 22 untruths, fat fibs, that the always young, definitely not childish or immature, parent-like part of our personality tells us. A specific cluster of very deeply unconscious untruths. All of us have them, and undeservedly, some of us are more readily and hurtfully influenced by them. Attacks and limits our extremely important determination to take in fewer and no more calories than we burn. Sooner or later, that group of untruths makes at least 74% of us way too much by generating a profoundly subconscious fear of being lean and weight loss, the gut feeling that becoming or staying overweight protects us, and the nagging notion that weight loss is impossible to do and maintain. Most hurtfully, some of the 22 fat fibs constantly assault us, unjustly abuse our self-esteem, and so contribute to the mental stress, emotions, moods, and fatigue we might think cause too much hurtful eating and too little of the kind of exercise that works. We adults become what we and our physicians agree is lean enough and stronger safely, or we stay that way when sufficiently, not completely, we defend ourselves from the unconscious and consequently deadly ideas that attack and limit us. Most days, and for as long as it takes to get started and be on your way, listening to this and to the other 2 parts offers what I found is required. Only they will tell you the essence of the most logical answers to the 22 deeply unconscious, unknown untruths. As transactional analysis urges, more and more they shift you to your adult-like ego state. With positive changes in what you are able to do, you can be sure that fat fibs blocked you, and you are shifting to the part of your personality that's most capable, easily smart enough. When you listen as though saying them to yourself and allow it, these body fat freeing and body fat preventing facts prove absolutely that love is the key. Accurate, adult-like beliefs becoming stronger in me give away, keep away, enough excess body fat. I avoid letting 22 unknown, mistaken thoughts from my early years decide how I feel about myself, what I look like, and seriously threaten the future of someone, something I love. I lighten up on, care for myself, so my body stays lighter, safely, and continues happily that way. If I had known more down deep where it counts, I would have done more before. I choose what works much better for me than losing. I am a winner. I give it away. Instead of losing, I get rid of, get free of, give away what's unwanted, unnecessary, unhealthy. Would I let a terrific toddler dress me? I refuse to let one decide what I look like and how I feel about myself. Only that young, parent-like ego state, mine or someone else's, could doubt that I have what's needed to safely get and stay lean enough and pleased. I am gaining adult control, protecting others and their futures by giving away and avoiding finding excess body fat is the loving, caring thing I do. Surely someone, something I love, will love, is worth any effort. I refuse to waste my affection on food, fuels, eating, body fueling, and inactivity, so that who and what deserve my protection avoid going without. I think less of body fuels and inactivity as I think more of myself and someone who, or something that, needs me. I give away, keep away, excess body fat to keep my and someone else's opportunities for happiness and health. With my lean enough and stronger body and healthy adult living, I can positively influence others and powerfully show my love for them and for what I do. I keep from risking the health and happiness of the people I love now and will love in the future by avoiding wasting my affection on body fuels, food, and or inactivity. Any affection I give to body fuels and fueling, eating, unintentionally is stolen from those who need and deserve it. Protecting futures by giving away and keeping away unhealthy, excess body fat, is far better than any other option. Increasingly, I refuse to let this wonderful, but still too young, parent-like part of me decide what I look like, how I feel about myself, and the future of someone or something I do now or will love. Instead of losing, and even if I doubt it, I deserve love and winning. Little wonder I have had trouble losing excess body fat. I give away instead of losing unhealthy pounds, so I avoid unconsciously looking for and finding them. The way I fuel my body is special, with foods that love and like me, and in loving amounts. I can and will keep from eating too much, and what hates my guts and makes me swell, or I learn more of what sets me free if I do otherwise. Increasingly, I am determined to keep away enough of the swelling, too much excess body fat, from undeserved abuse, pounding, done inside of me. I think of this as my avoid talking about it program, to avoid any attempts to discourage me. I have courage. Giving away excess body fat, I avoid getting it back. I avoid imagining myself already looking the way I am determined to look and to love. Most days, and regularly, I think about, imagine from the inside of myself, looking out, giving away small packages of unneeded, unwanted, abusive, excess body fat. And/or I imagine myself in a circle of light with a large capital A written on the floor or ground beneath me, so that even more I accept and use the truth. And/or most days and regularly, as I take deep, slow breaths, in through my nose and out through my mouth, I imagine a freedom gauge with numbers from 7 to 1, and the pointer moving toward and close enough to the number 1. 1 represents increasing freedom from false hunger, needless cravings, and any reluctance to safely and effectively exercise. And/or from inside of myself looking out, I imagine that I am outside and walking with great determination toward who and what I do now or will protect. They might be too far away to see, but I know I'm going in the right direction. Fellow thoughtful and caring adult, if you have trouble finding part 2, please search YouTube using my full name. This is the end of part 1. I am Richard Terry Lovelace, and I appreciate your caring and growing determination.